I have something I want to tell you. I have something I want to tell you.
So I am here with Danielle, who is actually an artist, and she brought me a piece that I actually wanted. Let me get it. How gorgeous is this? Okay, like she's amazing. So while I had her here, I wanted to actually ask her a few questions about her art and just how she discovered how she got here and things like that. So let's get into it. What made you embrace your talent? Like, what made you finally take that leap of faith?
The response from other people. So my best friend can tell you, initially when I was going to school, I did not know what I wanted to do. I knew art was a talent, but I didn't know it could be a career because growing up, I didn't see many black artists. I just wasn't well informed in the art world to know that, hey, this could be a lane for you. So going to NC State, I was in their transition program. So you had a year to figure out kind of what major you wanted to be in. And their design school was on a whole different schedule than the regular school. So when I had missed the deadline to apply to their design school, I was, just disencouraged. Or what am I going to do? Or so I started thinking about sociology and just all different kind of things that I could do that sounded okay, but weren't going to be completely fulfilling. So I came back home after a year, and then I got accepted into SCAD, and that's an art school. So I was super hype about it, went there, I did amazing, but art school is hella expensive. Wow. hella expensive. So I came back home. So I wasn't thinking of art as I want to be an artist. I was thinking of art as I want to be a curator, or I want other black artists to know that they can do this. I want to put it on a platform for them, but I wasn't thinking of my own talent really until I did a paint and sip for my boss at my last job. Okay. So I did a paint and sip for her.
Paint and sip.
Yeah. So I did that for her, and the response was so well, and the money was too. So I was like, you know what? I need to just start doing this seriously. And then that's when I decided to quit and start pursuing art full time.
So you jumped all the way in.
All the way in.
And just a little side note, we worked together. And when she told us that she did art, we was just like, okay, like, why don't you do it? We didn't see any of your work at the time. I don't remember when we saw it, when you posted it online. Yeah. And we was like, girl, this is what you're doing in life right now. So I'm just so glad that you finally, I'm just really proud of you. So let's get into what motivates you to keep going.
Just because, like, I can't quit because I don't want other artists or people who need me to quit either. So I know that I have a talent, but that doesn't always equate to success. So I want to be that. I want to get there. I see other black artists doing it, so if they can do it, I can do it too.
Exactly.
So once I get there, I really, like, from the jump, I've always wanted to put other people on. So that's my goal. So I can't quit because I still want to bring these other people up with me.
I love that. And you know, because so many people don't have that mindset, I think you're really gonna go far with that. You know what I mean? Because some people are just really out for self. You know what I mean? So I also believe that you have to reach back. So to hear you say that, that's amazing.
Oh, definitely. I'm not where I want to be, but once I get there, we all gonna eat. That's like we have to put on for each other. I don't think people realize how important community is, and how important just like pulling somebody up with you is. Not that you have to, because some people can pull you down. So you have to, be mindful in that regard. But if you can help, if you could just share knowledge or a resource, why not do that? Because sometimes that means the world to somebody. Or, from being at a point where they're like, I'm giving up, to a point where they're like, okay, I'm gonna keep going.
That's so true. Yeah. And what are some of the rituals that you do? Like, is this something that you do every day? Because we're in a world where people just think you have to grind every day. But let's just be realistic, that's overwhelming at times. It is overwhelming. Put you in a state of depression.
I don't really have a set thing that I do every day, but before I paint, I do pray. Okay. Because I know it's not a talent that people think I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. It's really a God-given talent. You're really self-taught. Yeah, like I'm self-taught. It's a God-given talent. So and I get really, really frustrated at myself during my painting process too. So especially high school is when I was painting consistently. It wasn't until a couple years ago when I started painting again consistently. So from that point of where I was in high school and the point where I started painting again, I wasn't on the same skill level because I hadn't been doing it. So me knowing that I can do better than this would frustrate me while I'm painting. Like, this is not coming out in my head like it is. So sometimes I have to be like, Lord, guide my hands, you know, just to kind of calm myself before I go into, you know, delivering whatever it is I want people to see.
So how do you study? Like, do you study other artists, or do you, like, how do you learn those techniques, or do you just do it? You just keep doing it until you like what you like?
Trial and error, yeah. Wow. I will do something over and over again. I work on my work consistently, meticulous. I'm very meticulous about my work. And I honestly need to study more. I definitely need to. Like I said, I do want to go back to school because there's some things I know I could be doing an easier way, but just because I'm ignorant to it, I don't. But there are a lot of, Instagram is really useful for me. It's following a lot of Black artists that I'm just seeing their pieces are inspiring. Like, ooh, that's beautiful, you know. And it may pop an idea in my head, and then I'll get to the drawing board. But most of the time, trial and error is how I learn.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And the last question, just what's any advice that you would give to another entrepreneur or someone out there that just want to embrace what they're doing?
I would say immerse yourself in people that do what you're doing. Put yourself in positions where you're seeing art every day, whatever it is, whatever craft it is that you're doing. Just surround yourself with like-minded people so that you can push yourself forward. I was in the health insurance field, so I didn't have artist friends, or I wasn't going to art events like that. But when I started doing art full-time and I wanted to show my work and all of that, I needed to put myself in the art scene in Charlotte. So that's what I'm doing now. And doing that, you do surround yourself with like-minded people who have the same struggles as you.
That's true.
Who are trying to figure it out like you, and that having that community kind of pushes you. So
do you go a lot? And we're in Charlotte, North Carolina. Do you go out and networking in Charlotte? How do you feel about Charlotte?
Charlotte, the art scene is growing. We have amazing artists here, but
See, you're tipping the line because I think you're feeling how I'm feeling. I really believe Charlotte is a good place to live and there's everything. But as far as me networking, it's just like, it's hard to find places to go.
Yeah.
And then if you do find places to go, it's just like, everyone is so like in their own clique. It's cliquey.
Very cliquey.
No one wants to share.
Yeah.
It's like, I've been to a lot of events where I introduce myself like, hi, I'm Fatima, I do this and this, and they're looking at you like, you know, no one, and like, what about this? And it's just like, almost like they think you're digging for information, which you kind of are, but it's just like, no, you're not running off with my idea. And it's just like, why can't we all be cool? And it's money out there for everybody.
That's why.
So I get it. I get it.
That's why me getting there is important for me, so I can pull other people up. Because yes, people hold tightly to what they want to do as if, you know, sharing that would make someone run off with it. I understand the fear of that, but people, you cannot build a house with just one person. Okay. It takes people to, you know, millionaires don't get there by themselves.
You have to network, and you just have to create it takes a tribe.
Right, it literally does. And I feel like some people, it's just a thing where they're too cool for you, you know, like you know, I'm this person and you're this person. So, and then some people are scared to share themselves. I think it's just like everyone needs to release, you know, be happy, let's all kumbaya, and let's build this house together.
Kumbaya, my lord.
Okay.
Are you on Instagram or social networks?
Yes. Okay, so right now it's mostly Instagram, but that's @_DAHLEEME. @_DAHLEEME. That's Dolly Me. One of my favorite artists is a surrealist. His name is Salvador Dali, so that's where I get that name. In case you guys are wondering.
Yes. And can we just talk about this piece that I won? And I got this for free. Like, can you believe this? Like, let's just show this piece.
Yes.
And what I like about Danyelle on Instagram is that she takes you through the process of how you create the piece. Like, that's one of the things that I love, because you don't see that.
Yeah.
I'm just like, that's amazing to actually have something created from you. This means a lot.
I'm so happy.
I'm so proud of you.
Oh,
and in fact,
thank you.
can we talk about, I want something. So I love this piece. I'm definitely going to be hanging this up, and I'm just glad you had time to sit down with me today and
I'm
just allow
happy
me
we can do this together.
Yes, and I'm just happy.
Oh,
I just hope she goes far, and I know she's gonna go far, but definitely make sure you guys check out her Instagram and support her business. She's definitely gonna go far, and thank you for finding the time to sit down with me. And guys, if you like this video, I hope you like, comment, and subscribe. Hope to see you soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.